in 93, I started joining the army. 93, 29 March. 96, that's where it was on January. They say, the contract early for 10 years contract, which is medium term. Medics, the blood track. Track the blood on Valentine's Day on the 14th. That's where they tell me, your contract early. There's a virus in your blood. That's off. My problem is this: they never told me that they are not going to renew my contract if I'm positive. Yeah.
His contract was not renewed as a driver transport clerk simply because he was HIV positive.
Start thinking. First that I think I was to commit suicide, but I had to be strong. This is my life. I was strong by the times, There's nothing like this, man. I don't know about this. There's nothing about. Maybe they make a mistake. I asked the other captain, what are you going to do with a person with HIV? Is there anything you're going to do to help him, or are you going to chase him away? Ek weet nie as jy in het wat verstaan wat gaan hulle maak. Nou die ene die jag loop weg. Gaan met die straat jy moet sien wat gaan jy maak. By that time I was not receiving money for food, nothing. I was organizing for myself. From there, then the service terminated. June, they say, end of June. Contract at first strike. It was 98 now. I'm in 98 now. Je moet dat uniform van je 8 krijg no CV. Je moet gaan kijken gaan je werk krijg buitenkant.
In March 1997, government announced that all state organs would stop pre-employment HIV testing, and that organs like the South African Police Service and the Department of Correctional Services would have to employ people who are living with HIV and not conduct HIV testing. In addition, members of the South African Police Services or Department of Correctional Services are entitled to lodge labour disputes under the Labour Relations Act or the Employment Equity Act, whereas the military cannot. Whereas members of the military cannot.
Because of HIV, everything. Insurances, lapses, no money, no food. You ask insurances, no man. I joined the Sandam 94. It was 96. Is there anything that I'm going to get? Nothing. Okay, if they say I'm a poison, I was going to make things for my kid so that if I can die, they must have something. Am I wrong? Yeah, so if they chase you from the street, what are you going to do? No money, no food, no clothes. So for the kids, if you come back home with bare hand, there's no respect for you because you done nothing for them. You are nothing for them. They go and ask people from the street, man, don't they have 20 cents there? How do you feel you at home sitting there? Whereas you've been working for them. Then you've just been dismissed from work without any reason. Start sitting at home, planning. Now people working in the morning, you are alone at house. What do you think? What comes first into your mind? Still so that they can have something to eat and something to wear.
Members of the military cannot use the Labour Relations Act or the Employment Equity Act as a recourse mechanism. So they cannot seek to protect their rights using those two acts. They can, however, use the Constitution and constitutional provisions to protect their interests. They can also use what we call common law administrative review and take a decision of the military to a high court in our country and review that decision and argue that it is irrational, illogical or improper and unfounded.
At the moment I'm living a normal life. I've got 2 kids that are not infected. I'm the one who's infected.
I think the important thing to note is that where people feel aggrieved or where employees feel aggrieved by a decision, by any state organ or any employer, they need to challenge it as soon as possible. There's various organizations and legal service centers in South Africa which offers free legal assistance. For example, the Legal Resources Centre, which is a national-based organization, Lawyers for Human Rights, all the legal aid clinics at the different universities, and NGOs like the AIDS Law Project would be able to offer people living with HIV and AIDS or affected by HIV and AIDS to lodge disputes against employers, doctors, insurance companies, medical aid schemes, etc.
So I've been fighting this thing of HIV. If I was HIV from 96, I've been fighting it till now, and I'm still fighting it.